Hello beautiful people, it's Rufi Star and I hope you all are doing very well. And today I'm doing a bounty prediction video after quite a long time, like it has been over a month. So I decided to do something special, and that is predicting the bounties of the Strawhats at the end of the series. The topic in hand is one of the most discussed and sought out bounty prediction because the bounty system of One Piece is so simple and fairly straightforward, but at the same time so much intriguing. And that is because One Piece has exceptionally good world building. Now moving to our main focus today, the Straw Hats' final bounties, which is always a very big aspect for us to look forward in the story. And one thing I want to clear here is that I don't think the bounty system will be abolished, because even after the world government falls, the Marines should be still active to balance out the factor, hand down justice by capturing the pirates, so the bounty system should be there. Finally, let's dive into different aspects for the consideration of their bounties. In my opinion, all of their bounties are going to be very high because of three reasons. First, their sheer number of selective few individuals. Second, their big dream, importance, and tying it to being the crewmates of the Pirate King and the Untitled Voyage. Lastly, rebelling against the world government and being part of some of the greatest wars in One Piece history. Now before we jump into the prediction of the official members of the Straw Hats, let's first brush through Carrot. Now she joining the crew has not remotely been official at this point, but I do think she will join the crew eventually. So I will shortly predict her portion. Currently, she does not have a bounty, but if she joins the Straw Hats, then in the coming future, she will have a noticeably high bounty. Therefore, I assume it to be around 525 million bellies at the end of the series if she joins. Finally, towards the official members. At first, let's talk about Brook. Brook, as we all know, is the oldest member of the crew in terms of the age, and also one of the most dependable fighters. To predict the bounty reasonably, let's go through different aspects. First, Brook's major goal is to find Laboon, his old and dear friend, and fulfill his promise. Second, his position in the crew is of a musician, and in terms of notoriety, he's one of the lesser highlighted. But in terms of strength, he will definitely be a very powerful and capable individual. But besides that, the different important set of things that's going to really make him infamous, like it is going to apply to every Straw Hat, is being the crewmate of the Pirate King and being the part of Laptail's voyage. In addition to that, also being part of some epic and grand scale conflicts like Wano, Blackbeard, and the world government. Therefore, by the conjunction of all these elements, I assume Brook's bounty to be around 1,083,000,000 bellies at the end of the series. This will be the lowest bounty from the Straw Hats, and I think everyone will agree that all of them, without considering the Monster Trio, deserve at least 1 billion bounty at the end of the series. Next, I have Chopper. Chopper is actually an undermined character in many aspects. But his importance for the crew is the most vital in my opinion, as he is a doctor with amazing skill sets. And without him, the crew will always be in the red zone. Furthermore, Chopper has a huge ambition moving forward, and that is being able to cure anything. And I can at least guarantee you that he's going to be one of the best, if not the best doctors in One Piece, with an addition of being the doctor of the Pirate King crew. Also, I personally think this gag bounty of Chopper will finally end after Wano, because in my opinion he will be playing a major role in the medical and curing department in this arc. A perfect redemption for Chopper to sign as a Straw Hat in Wano. Now to his bounty, as I said at the beginning, every Straw Hats are going to be extremely capable and strong individuals. But the importance lies in their role. So I assume Chopper's bounty to be around 1 billion, 100 million and 100 bellies at the end of the series. Next one is Nami. And likewise, she is also one of the most important crew member for Luffy, especially for the journey of Laptail, because Nami is exceptionally talented at navigation, and her skills in it are maybe rivaled by only few in the series. In addition to being extremely important and talented member, she will also be a very powerful and respectful individual in the One Piece world. Because in my opinion, Nami will get both Prometheus and Zeus permanently after Wano, making her a very dangerous and capable fighter. With her witty strategies and plays, she will definitely be a threat to most of the top tiers, except the Admirals and the Yonkers. So she will really become infamous. Now her dream itself is not that big of a threat in a grand scheme of things if we consider that the world government crumbles first, but still the bounty she will be getting should be totally reflective to her stature. Therefore, I assume her bounty to be around 1,566,000,000 bellies at the end of the series. Next one is Frankie. And he will also be regarded as one of the most infamous pirate because of various set of reasons. First, being known as the shipwright that built the Sunigo, the ship of the Pirate King. Second, he is a great inventor, scientist, and excels at his engineering course, and this will definitely be an elevating aspect for his greatness in the future. Maybe he will become a figure like Vegapunk, because we know that in between the time skip, he was working on one of Vegapunk's lab. Plus, some of his inventions like General Frankie is very amazing and well made with proper scientific features. Third, he will become one of the strongest members of the crew in terms of power and fighting capabilities. And lastly, just a general one, being part of the voyage for Laftel, Pirate King, and the takedown of world government. Therefore, Frankie will definitely be one of the most infamous Straw Hats in the future if we consider all these important points. So I assume his bounty to be around 1,694,000,000 at the end of the series. Next is Usopp. And yeah, as you all have maybe already guessed it, that in my opinion, his bounty even at the end of the series will be insanely high. Because from now onwards, I think the things that will elevate Usopp to unimaginative heights, except his upcoming grand moments, will be his pure luck and his presence at the right time and right place, just like what he went through Dressrosa. He was literally entitled with God in his name by the people, and his bounty raise was insane, making his new bounty 200 million. I think his dream of becoming a brave warrior will be accomplished with his personal satisfaction and realization. But in the face of people, he will be revered as one of the most dangerous, powerful and significant Straw Hats. Therefore, I assume his bounty to be around 2 billion bellies at the end of the series. Next in line is the first son of the sea, Jinbei. Now Jinbei is already one of the most notorious and experienced pirates in the world. He definitely has been through a lot and some epic showdowns like the Paramount War. Further digging in, he is also Skippy of Impel Down, who later went on the Big Mom wings, and now is the helmsman of the Straw Hats. In addition to all of these, he will just be adding up to his notoriety by partaking in some of the greatness that are going to unfold in the future, and one of them is now at the Onigashima War. He will also be one of the strongest crewmate, as he is one of the top 4 strongest members. And again, just like all the Straw Hats, he will be most infamous for being part of Laftel's Voyage and Pirate King crew. Therefore, I assume Jinbei's bounty to be around 2,438,000,000 bellies at the end of the series. The next in line is NICO Robin. I always say that in my opinion, Robin is actually the ace of the crew, because the most important aspect for any pirate with ambition is to become the Pirate King. And likewise, most of the pirates in One Piece world long desired to be entitled with this greatness, for which to attain, you have to make your way through Laftel. And to reach there, you must have a person who can read and decipher the poneglyphs. So without the one to do it, you can never become the Pirate King. And Robin has been handed down the position in the crew. So she is extremely important for the major people, especially for the world government and the top pirates, as her existence alone can lead the world to unmeasurable chaos. Plus, at last being the part of the Pirate King crew will just elevate her stature as one of the most infamous beings to exist in the upcoming times. Therefore, I assume her bounty to be around 3,130,000,000 bellies at the end of the series. Next is Sanji. That means we're entering the monster trio, which is the most fascinating portion of this prediction. Now talking about Sanji, his dream itself doesn't help him elevate to a high level like Luffy and Zoro. But the fact that he will be the 3rd strongest out of the Straw Hats will just skyrocket him in terms of the bounty. He will also be fighting top tiers in the future and without any doubt will himself be in their leagues. Now besides being one of the 2 pillars of the Pirate King, he will also be a part of the grand battle opposing the government and be a major player in their takedown. Therefore, I assume Sanji's bounty to be around 3,677,000,000 at the end of the series. The next in line is none other than Zoro. This guy will be one of the most dangerous and powerful pirates of his times in the future. The world's strongest swordsman, the right hand and the first mate of the Pirate King, and one of the worst generation. Considering all these mammoth titles, his bounty should be insanely high. Not only that, just like the others, he will be part of the Pirate King crew and Laftel's Voyage. Also, in addition of being one of the major players in the takedown of the world government. And lastly, he will be fighting some powerhouses like Shiryu, Mihawk and possibly Fujitora from the marine side. Therefore, I assume Zoro's bounty to be around 5,060,000,000 bellies at the end of the series. Next is the one and only, our captain, the future Pirate King, Monkey D. Luffy. And I don't have to say much here. In my opinion, he will be the strongest man in the world in near future. Furthermore, he already has been part of some of the biggest and greatest events in One Piece history. His lineage also is the best in the series, and that doesn't end there, as his mother's identity is still a mystery. He is also already regarded as the 5th emperor and has a bounty of 1.5 billion and is going against 2 Yonkos and their crew right now at Onigashima. And if that's not enough, then his battles and movements are going to be much bigger moving forward, like facing Blackbeard, the world government, finding the One Piece, and being the Pirate King. So he's going to be the most influential and important individual in the One Piece world that will ever exist easily. Therefore, I assume Luffy's bounty to be around 7,556,000,000 bellies at the end of the series. And that was the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Lastly, I'm listing all of their bounties all together. Luffy, 7,556,000,000 bellies. Zoro, 5,060,000,000 bellies. Sanji, 3,677,000,000 bellies. Nico Robin, 3,130,000,000 bellies. Jinbei, 2,438,000,000 bellies. God Usopp, 2 billion bellies. Frankie, 1,694,000,000 bellies. Nami, 1,566,000,000 bellies. Chopper, 1,100,000,000 and 100 bellies. Brook, 1,083,000,000 bellies. Lastly, Carrot, 525,000,000 bellies.